Hi, my name is Kirsten. Thank you for tuning into my speech. One of my favorite feelings is going home at the end of the day. Being able to hug and kiss my family, play with my pet, and unwind from whatever kind of day I've had in a place all of my own. But for over 500,000 Americans, that comfort is not an option. 564,708 people in America were homeless on a given January night, according to the National Alliance to End Homelessness in 2016. This photograph, Homeless, American Flag, by Gray, 2005, is a very common image in America. These are not foreigners. They do not come from a distant country. They are our neighbors. The idea that all homeless are drug addicts, social degenerates, or rebellious teenagers is false. A significant percentage of the homeless population are women, children, and veterans. Homelessness is an issue that needs to be dealt with compassion. And it must be recognized that a significant percentage of the population are families, women, children, and veterans. The attitudes of discrimination and the diffusion of responsibility need to be abolished and replaced with feelings of compassion, kindness, and action. Of the 500,000 people that are homeless, 206,286 of these people were in families, 47,725 were veterans, and 36,907 were unaccompanied children and youth. These people come from many walks of life, many ethnicities, and the reason behind their circumstances are just as diverse as they are. This image, Woman on the Street, Homeless, by Ilyasuti, 2017, portrays an image that is quite moving. This could be somebody's grandmother. This could be somebody's mother. This isn't somebody who chose this life. And whatever the reason, they need our help. John 13:34 speaks to us directly from Jesus, and it gives us the commandment. A new command I give to you, love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. By this everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. NIV. This is an extremely important message that comes to us directly from Jesus. If we are going to love others as Jesus has loved us, then we need to replace the negative attitudes. We need to replace discrimination and the diffusion of responsibility, or the idea that this is somebody else's problem and that somebody else will fix this. Homeless in general, but in specific, women and children, are affected by the physical and psychological damages that the situation brings to them. Pearl, 2015, state that female veterans are more likely to have had sexual abuse, and that they are more likely to be single parents than male veterans. Weinraub et al., 2006, states that the lifetime rates of major depressive disorder are 85 times higher, or 4 times overall the female population, for homeless mothers. Homelessness and exposure to traumatic stresses place children at risk for poor mental health outcomes, Bassett in 2010. This image of a child sitting, supplied by Rubber Duck, 1951-2016, resonates with me as a mother of 2 daughters. Jesus shares with us many times the call to care for others. In Luke 6:38, we are told, to give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. NIV. If we are to love others as Jesus has loved us, and to treat them as we wish to be treated, then we need to do so without discrimination. And this love requires action. We cannot sit by idly and wait for someone else to address this issue. In hindsight, it is clear that there is a social need and a spiritual call to compassion towards the homeless. The issue of homelessness, whose population includes families, children, and veterans, deserve to be addressed with compassion and with action. Due to the diversity of the population and the psychological impact that it has on the individuals, this issue must be addressed with kindness. 1 John 4:7 tells us, "Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God, and everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God." NIV. Whether it is giving a warm meal, volunteering at a shelter, or donating to an organization committed to combating this issue, love one another with action and choose compassion. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening to my speech. Have a nice day.